What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Real quick, take a moment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, the like button, daily videos, all different kinds of topics on this channel. So, subscribe to the channel. But I want to get right into this news. Surprised me out of nowhere. George Zimmerman is filing this lawsuit against the family of Trayvon Martin, his parents, prosecutors from the case, Ben Crump, the attorney who worked with, Trayvon's family and also wrote a book related to the case for $100 million. There's others involved in the lawsuit, but $100 million, he's claiming it's, defamation of character, abuse of civil process and conspiracy. Now, I'm going to go over some of the lawsuit, share my thoughts and everything. And I'm just going to say, as always on my videos, the comment thread is open, for everyone to share their thoughts and everything. And listen, I can agree to disagree with people, that's fine, but let's keep that comment section, clean, no arguing and nothing like that. No crazy talk, no disrespect or anything, please. Now, this just rubs me the wrong way, this lawsuit. George Zimmerman has profited off what happened multiple times, and to me, it's like he's trying to do it again. And what I mean by that is, if you recall, he sold a painting for, I can't remember the exact price, but he made some money off a painting that he made. I believe it was one of the prosecutors on the case, like mocking her. He also auctioned off the weapon, and I don't know the exact details on that, but I believe it was well over $100,000. I believe it was almost like $140,000, and that is just in very, very poor taste to me. Zimmerman's claims was that it was self-defense. It was him or Trayvon Martin. That's been his claims, that he was defending himself. And someone who was, if someone had to, take someone's life because of self-defense, right? They would be, traumatized. Like, it's a traumatic thing. And I don't know. I just don't see someone who was involved in something like that and just truly was defending themselves to do something like that, to auction off the weapon. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very, it's disturbing and twisted to me. You guys can let me know your feelings, as I said, on all of this in the comment thread. But, he's profited off this multiple times. And now he's, this huge lawsuit, $100 million. Now, the lawsuit is not officially, like, put in yet. Like, the paperwork has been presented, but it's not all official yet. But it is coming. And I don't know, man. This lawsuit is very creative, I guess I could say. You let me know what you guys think. It's pretty wild. Zimmerman is claiming that, Trayvon Martin's parents, the prosecutors, all conspired with witnesses to create false testimony and claims against him. And, in the process of, that's a conspiracy is what he's claiming. And that is, I feel pretty outlandish. I don't know, man. I just don't see it, and I don't know. This is just real out there, in my opinion. I've questioned George Zimmerman's mental state of mind. If he's all there from the beginning, in my opinion, because in this situation, none of us were there. We don't know exactly what happened. But, I've just never felt like the police told this guy, listen, I guess he was neighborhood watch or whatever. And when he called in, saying, hey, there's a suspicious kid and everything here. The police told him that they would come and to leave him alone, basically, to fall back. And Zimmerman, followed this kid and created this incident that happened while being armed. Do you know what I mean? And that just seems wacky to me. Why would you go out following a kid, even if you thought that kid was up to no good, while he's walking with candy, back from a store run? And as we know now, now he did belong there. He was, visiting his father, and his father's fiance lived there. And, the police tell you fall back, and then, we don't know exactly what happened, like I said, when the altercation happened. But I believe, that makes him the aggressor, that he followed him. Do you know what I mean? This whole thing could have been avoided if he fell back. And even if he tried to say, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't doing anything good, he could have watched from a distance and then let the police know, hey, I seen him go that way or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, like I said. But he just seems a little off to me, like I've said. We've also seen multiple domestic violence arrests since then, and I'm sure a lot of people will say, well, the cases were dismissed. The cases were dismissed, but in domestic violence situations, it is not irregular for a woman to press charges on the husband or boyfriend or whatever, her significant other, and then later say, no, I want the case thrown out, and not cooperate, and the case ends up being dismissed. There was the situation where I believe actually the first time was his wife who was pregnant and claimed that Zimmerman pointed a weapon at her, a double-barrel shotgun. And, he also called 911 and said she was acting crazy, but she called first and said that he was breaking things and pointed a gun at her. And as I said, that case was dismissed. And then, they ended up splitting up, being divorced. And later on, with a girlfriend, she claimed that he whipped a bottle at her. So, I don't know. That those things, along with auctioning off the weapon, it all just kind of screams to me mentally unstable. You let me know if you agree. But so this lawsuit, getting back to speaking about this, there's this book and film, I don't know if you call it a documentary or whatever, basically saying that it's called like the hoax of Trayvon, or, something like that, that's claiming, that supporting what this lawsuit is basically based on the stuff in the film and in the book, that is speaking about that this was all just a conspiracy, that the family and the prosecutors conspired against him. And I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. And I don't know I feel like this case is going to be thrown out. Ben Crump, the attorney who worked with the family that I spoke about, who is also named in the lawsuit, he's saying that, you'll see a statement coming up on the screen. Pay attention to all the different things on the screen. He's saying, this is going to be exposed as, this as the indefensible, shameless, basically BS that this is, this ridiculous lawsuit. And, I feel like it'll be thrown out as well. It's just really, really rubs me the wrong way. As I said, I was really shocked to see this in the news, $100 million. Wow. And, his mother is, named in the lawsuit, as I said, as well. And, I don't know, it's like she was a county employee and is, now running for county commission, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I don't know if they're going to try to swing into the lawsuit and say that her, position as a county employee, if she had some kind of poll or something like that. I don't know. I don't know, what the deal is with all this. But, they're saying he deprived their actions deprived Zimmerman of his constitutional and other legal rights. I don't know, And, another thing, too, when I was mentioning about the trouble Zimmerman's got in, as we said, those cases were thrown out. two different domestic violence cases. We also, I forgot to add about when, obviously it wasn't Zimmerman, but when his wife, pled guilty to perjury, based about the family's finances during the whole, bail situation. You know what I mean? She originally tried to say they were indigent and everything like that, but I don't know, man. This he seems like a weirdo to me. Period. Auctioning off that weapon, wanting to play, cop and everything. Like, there's nothing wrong with being the neighborhood watch and making sure your neighbors are safe and everything like that. But it just, I don't know, going to that lengths to me seems overboard. And, there's a lot of people who act that way, that are overly aggressive with people all the time, being nosy, not minding their business. And it seems like, Zimmerman just was doing too much to me. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, right? Say, which I'm not saying I believe, listen, say that Zimmerman's claims were true, right? That he got punched and beat up and everything like that. Does that, I don't know, that justifies shooting a kid? I don't know. I just don't buy none of it. And I don't know. I see this lawsuit as a hoax. They're saying the hoax of Trayvon, exposes that this whole case was a hoax. I feel that in the lawsuit is a hoax. I don't know. This is just kind of out of this world to me. It's a little ridiculous, I'd say. But get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. They were actually going to have a screening of this documentary, too, or movie, whatever you want to call it, after, the news hit of the lawsuit and everything like that. And the Coral Gables mayor shut it down. Once he was aware of what was going on, he didn't want any part of it. Him and the venue both got together and said, yeah, we don't want this airing here. But like I said, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's ridiculous. Come on. The family and the prosecutors and everyone, they all got together and created this big conspiracy against George Zimmerman. I don't think so. I don't buy it. I don't know. It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Get in the comments. I will catch you guys on the next video. Like I said, daily videos, all different topics on the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.